Hello guys on YouTube, how you guys doing? Well, I am doing pretty good myself today, but today I want to talk to you today about two different devices I own, my iPod and my PSP. Now the cost difference is the iPod is going to cost about 500 bucks, the PSP only 150. Now again, don't judge me guys because I don't know if the prices went up or the prices went down. Now, the biggest problem with owning a PSP is the UMD CDs, like, the movies and the games you had to play on UMD. We live, again, in a digital style world where everything is all digital. That's just the way it is. Now, the iPod is a very good choice of using, because it's a very simple use, not that hard to use at all. The PSP, a little complicated because it has a lot more buttons. It has 20 buttons. The iPod only has 4 buttons. But I also like the touchscreen on the iPod versus my PSP. Now, you can actually watch movies. I don't think you can watch them in HD. I think you can watch them only in a lower format, because the PSP has a very long screen about this big, and I like a screen about that height. A iPod has a long screen this way, a 4-inch display, and about long this way. But the way I do it is I just like using two different devices. That's about it. You guys are the one that has to choose on which devices you want to use. Now, the storage options is the internal memory of my iPod is 64 gigabytes, and the memory card for the PSP is only 8 gigabytes. That's a pretty small capacity if you think about it that way. It's like, really? Like, yeah, that's pretty small. But if you own a Mac or PC, I think the Media Go will work on both. The iTunes will also work on both computers as well. But the charging is the exact same thing, about like 5 volts on the iPod and also on the PSP. But the two different types of plugs. The one's actual plug has a pen plug-in, and the iPod uses a lightning cable. But let's go ahead, turn you guys around, explain to you guys more about the units themselves, instead of me beep beep talking like that. Okay. Alright, there you go guys. There you go. Here's what you guys wanted to see more, is my iPod and the PSP itself. What I like about these two different devices is, yes, you can connect to the internet. They have both wireless capability. One has wireless G, that would be this one, and one has wireless N. Now, if you're going to download a big giant file from the internet, definitely if you're going to be using your Wi-Fi, I would definitely recommend plugging this in, but it might take a couple days or almost overnight or something like that to actually download a digital game or a digital movie on the PSP. iPod, the exact same way. Make sure you plug it in, and if you download a movie, make sure you have it plugged in for a download. Now, you can use your iTunes store on your computer to directly download it from the iTunes store that way. Do it that way. But, alright, let's get more in depth about these two devices. Let's talk more about the PSP. We'll get into the iPod in 1 second. Yes. The old PSP system. A very outdated unit. But it still works. Everything works on this system like it's supposed to. Biggest problem, no camera at all on this unit. Is external, by the way. If you want to buy the camera, you have to buy it externally, and you plug it into this port right here. Your USB port will go into. And not a good quality camera at all for video or pictures. This is what dreads me the most of owning a older version PSP. I regret buying this, guys. The UMD movies and games. That's ridiculous. I have actual 4 games and 4 movies. But yes, this holds 8, by the way. This will actually hold 8 discs. Now, this is my biggest problem, is you guys can see how the UMD kind of fell apart though. That's my biggest problem with these UMD discs. These discs will break. And this is an accessory case you actually have to buy for your PSP to actually lug around those. Now, I figured out a way to actually download some games and actually download movies without having to lugging that around too much. I just use the memory card storage on here. Now, this does not have internal memory, guys. This only uses 8 gigabytes of memory. Now, you guys can see we have the PlayStation Store, the internet, games, movies, music, pictures, comics, and also the on settings for this system for it to work. The exact same thing with my PS or my iPod. The exact same thing now. I'm going to take this away and put the Dewey code in. This does the exact same thing. I can put my music, videos, pictures, internet, games, and books on this iPod as well. The iPod I like more than my PSP because it has the touch capability, and I have also different apps in this as well. I don't play a lot of games, not a game owner, guys, but I do try to play some games on my 2 different devices. This actually has an internal camera on here and also one back here. That's what's nice about the iPod. But sadly, PSP, it doesn't have that. But the biggest problem I have is lugging around a whole lot of the UMD discs. But is it a way you can get a digital copy of that game on the PlayStation Store network? The answer would be yes. Definitely, I would recommend downloading that game or movie directly onto your memory card. Now, this does not have any type of internal memory at all here, guys. I'm going to show you once I get the memory card flap open here and push out the memory card. You guys can see that's the memory card. That's what I use to actually store all my files on with using the Sony PSP. Now, this is a gaming device. This is a portable gaming unit. Okay, guys, that's all this is. Now, yes, it can do everything like that, like this. This can do everything like that can as well. You choose on whatever you decide to buy. It is whatever you want to spend. If you have the extra money, I'd recommend buying the iPod. Do not worry about buying this because it's just absolutely useless, because over time you can't get any more updates for these devices, but you can try if you want. That's up to you guys, you know. Why don't I like the PSP that much? Well, I tried it out and it was okay at first, but it was just a little bit more difficult to actually figure it out, because I just love using this. I just love using my iPod. But like I said, it's up to you guys. You guys choose on what devices you want to be able to buy. Buy one of these, or do you want to buy an iPod? But you'll dread the day to figure this out. You will dread the day like I did, is to actually figure out which one do you want to own. I have both, the PSP and the iPod. You guys choose on which device would be the best out of your money to figure out which one would be the absolutely nicest device to have. Now, they all have the disadvantages and likes as well, but the internet really not that good on the PSP. The internet's okay on this too. But again, one has wireless N and one has wireless G. Again, that's the biggest problem. The biggest problem, UMD CDs. I do not recommend buying the UMD that much because I actually prefer a digital copy of that movie or that game. But the difference from this and this is you cannot download anything from iTunes and put it directly onto your PSP. It may not work that way, but you can actually use whatever music, whatever you want to choose on your two different devices. That's what I got here, guys. That's all I own. You guys have to make the decision on which one would be better for you and your budget as well. Alright guys, if you're brand new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, please like, please share, peace out, bye, I will see you in the next vlog.